Hey, what's up you guys, my name is Brooke and welcome back to my channel. In today's video I'm going to be doing a tag, but it is not a book tag. This book tag is called the TV Shows That Changed My Life tag. I was not tagged to do this, but I saw it over on the Von Gnomes channel a long time ago. It was probably about a year ago, and I wanted to do it since then, but I just never did it. So we're gonna do it today, and it's gonna be great, and it's gonna be fun because who doesn't love TV? So let's go ahead and get into it. The first question is, what TV shows do you remember watching the most as a kid? And hands down, the show that I watched the most as a kid was Scooby-Doo. I love Scooby-Doo with everything in me. I have a Scooby-Doo shirt right now. I watched the live action movie a couple weeks ago. I still watch the TV show when I have time. I still love the show. It'll always hold like a special place in my heart. It's just everything. I love it so much. So that's definitely the one that I watched the most, but some close runners up include Totally Spies, Kim Possible, and That's So Raven. Question 2, what TV shows do you love the most and couldn't get enough of? I love lots of shows. I watch lots of TV. I usually prefer to watch TV over movies, so I just have lots of shows that I just love a lot. So one show that I really love is American Horror Story. It's an anthology series where each season is different, though all of the seasons happen in the same world and they're all somehow interconnected, and we're starting to get into their connectedness now on season 8, and the season was really good. So I really love this show and you should definitely check it out. The first 7 seasons are on Netflix. Another show that I love so much and rewatch all the time is Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Sarah Michelle Gellar is just everything, and this show is just so good and empowering, and I watched it for the first time when I was, I don't know, 10 maybe a little younger, and that show just really inspired me, and I've actually found ways to write like my final papers in classes about Buffy the Vampire Slayer. So it's overall a great show. It's on Hulu, I believe. If you haven't watched it, you should definitely check that out. Another show that I absolutely love is Friends. Most people love Friends, so you've probably seen it. 10 out of 10. It's on Netflix. I'm not sure if it's on anything else, but I know it's on Netflix. You should watch it. And another show that I love the most, I have a lot of shows. It's okay. It's fine. Is Pretty Little Liars, and I feel like I kind of grew with the show because I started watching it when it first came out and I was in like middle school, and the show didn't finish until I was graduating high school, so I feel like I kind of grew with the characters and with the show itself, so that will always hold a really special place in my heart. It's like a mystery drama show, really good. Definitely check it out. It's on Netflix. Another show that I've always loved, I love the most, I watch it all the time, is CSI. CSI is crime scene investigation. It's a great show. I definitely recommend that you watch it. It is on Hulu and it's just so good. We have 2 more shows that I wrote down for this. I'm gonna try and go kind of quickly because I feel like I've been on this question forever, but another show that I really enjoy is Criminal Minds. I binged this in high school and finished all the seasons in a time that I will not share because it is very sad and shows how little of a social life that I actually had in high school. But it's such a good show. It's very thrilling and very, I don't know, it can be kind of scary at times as a crime show, and it's just so good. Question 3, what are the weirdest TV shows you have ever watched? First show that's very strange that I've watched is The Bachelor. I just think the premise of it is very odd and strange, but it's oddly entertaining, and it will suck you in. These people's drama is a lot and you just can't keep watching. It's kind of like, what is it, like a train wreck? You kind of can't turn away from it. Another weird TV show that I watched is The Whispers, and that was based on like a Stephen King book. It had Lily Rabe in it, and she is my queen, so she's a big reason of why I watched it, other than the fact that Stephen King is great. It just got so weird. Like, I'm really not surprised I didn't pick it up for a second season, but it was good. Question 4, which TV shows did you want to hate but ended up loving? For this, I really wanted to hate The Bachelor because one of my coworkers when I was in high school kept going on and on about The Bachelor, and I kept getting upset because I did not know the people that she was talking about, and I just wanted to like know so bad. So I went and watched the episodes online, and I was like, man, this is actually like not as horrible as I was like judging it to be, and it's actually kind of entertaining. I haven't watched like a full season since that season, but it is pretty entertaining. I understand why people watch it. Question 5, which movie would you like to see as a TV show? I would love to see Harry Potter as a TV show with like each season being like a year, like, you know, first season is the first book, because I feel like you could flesh out a lot of the things that didn't get put into the movies, because those books are huge and there's only so much you can put in 2.5 hours, because they got to be long movies, and there's so many good things that got left out. I feel like you could put a lot more of that if you made it into a TV show. Another movie that I would like to see as a TV show is Percy Jackson. They did the books so dirty with those movies. Those movies suck. Don't watch them. They're just horrible. I would love to see someone actually do the books justice and do it in a TV show. Another movie, well, a movie series that I would like to see as a TV show is Final Destination. I feel like it could be really good as an anthology series, because that's kind of what a lot of the movies are. Even though some of the first ones are connected, I think that they would work really well as an anthology series, and I would definitely watch it. I have a feeling that lots of horror fans would kind of give it a try. Even if they don't like the movies, they would probably give the TV show a try, and I think it could be good. If any TV producers are watching this, I think you should make these into TV shows. Question 6, what are your favorite horror TV shows? I love, as I've stated before, American Horror Story. It's so good and it can be so scary at times, especially in the first seasons. I also really enjoy The Twilight Zone, which is kind of, it's not like jump scary kind of horror, but it's still very real and very scary and very, very, very good. Another horror series that I love is Stranger Things. I guess it's technically sci-fi, but I'm gonna include it because I want to talk about Stranger Things. This is a Netflix exclusive series and it's so good, and if you haven't heard about Stranger Things, you have been living under a rock and I don't know what you've been doing, because everyone at some point has heard someone talk about Stranger Things. It's been literally everywhere. You can buy Stranger Things merch at Target. It's so big. These kids are so talented and it's just so good. Question 7, which TV shows would you like to see remade or rebooted? I would love to see a reboot of Bewitched, even though it wouldn't be the same without the original Samantha. They changed Darren's and it was still okay, so I feel like we could have a reboot. It would just be good. Someone do it. Somebody like over at Fox or FX or NBC, remake Bewitched. Another TV show that I think should definitely be remade is Unsolved Mysteries. They've redone this show like a time or two, but there's just so many unsolved mysteries that you can still talk about. We could talk about them forever, and you can never have too many unsolved mystery shows. And I feel like to reboot this show would be everything. I know the Unsolved Mysteries has like a cult following, so I don't feel like it would flop. And the final show that I'd like to see be remade or rebooted is the Nancy Drew Hardy Boys mystery series that was out in the 70s. It's just so good. It has Sean Cassidy, who was probably my first crush ever, like first celebrity crush. It had Sean Cassidy, Parker Stevenson, and Pamela Sue Martin as Joe, Frank, and Nancy respectively. And it was just, it's so good. There's 3 seasons. I think they're on Netflix, but also the last time I tried to watch it on Netflix, they didn't have all of the episodes, which is tragic. Question 8, what TV shows would you like to have one more season? And I'm coming for you, Freeform, ABC Family, whatever you want to call yourself, because you like to make me enjoy shows and then cancel them. I want there to be one more season of Twisted. It was a Freeform ABC Family show, and they left with the biggest cliffhanger and then it got canceled. Like, I feel like if something gets canceled and there's like a big cliffhanger, the people that were writing the show should come out and be like, hey, like, it sucks that this got canceled, but here's what we were going to do. Or at least in Twisted, you hear a gunshot go off and you don't know who got shot, and then it's over. At least tell me who got shot, okay? Moving on to another Freeform ABC Family show that I'm so mad got canceled is Ravenswood. It was like a spin-off of Pretty Little Liars, and it had one of the characters from Pretty Little Liars in it, and it was so good. It was like a supernatural mystery series. They canceled it, and it was so good. I don't understand. I think it needs another series. I need more. Another series that I want to have one more season is The Following, and it stars Kevin Bacon, the man, and the way the last season ended, it could end there, but like not really. It kind of like ends one kind of plotline but picks up another one, and there could be like a couple of more seasons. But no, it got canceled, but it's fine. I'm not mad or anything. I'm mad. Another TV show that I want to have another season is telenovela, which had, I think it was Eva Longoria and some other like really famous Latinx actors or Hispanic actors in it, and it was so good. There was like maybe 1 or 2 white people on the cast. It was all people of color, and it was so great to have a show that was so good and star people of color, and they canceled it. It was so good, and I don't understand when we get a good show with tons of people of color, tons of diversity, and they cancel it. Why? I'm still kind of salty about it because I didn't know for the longest time. I kept waiting for the second season to come out, and then I looked it up and it was canceled, and I was just really hurt. Another show, I have 2 more, and then I will shut up, get off my soapbox. But another show that I would like to have 1 more season is Scream Queens. This show had 2 seasons, and the way the second season ended was like a total cliffhanger, and then they got canceled. Like, why do they keep canceling shows with cliffhangers? Stop it. Stop doing it right now. It's not okay. The humor in the show wasn't always the best, but overall I felt the plot lines were pretty good. From what I read, the second season had better ratings than the first season. Why? Question 9, what Hollywood actor or actress would you like to see star in his or her own TV show? Tom Hanks. Tom Hanks is one of the purest human beings on this planet, and I would love to see a TV show starring him. Question 10, which TV character do you feel like should have died or should have lived? In this question, I'm going to be giving you slight spoilers for Buffy the Vampire Slayer and Pretty Little Liars. So if you haven't watched these, or if you don't want to be spoiled for certain deaths or non-deaths, then don't watch this question. I understand plot-wise why this first character needed to die. I mean, I understand why it needed to happen for the storyline, but I will never be as hurt as I was when Tara from Buffy the Vampire Slayer got murdered, and it was just Willow was finally happy. We had a diverse couple, we had an LGBTQ queer couple on TV, and they had to kill Tara, and Tara was so pure. She didn't do anything to anyone, and they had to kill her. And like I said, nobody come for me because I understand the plot lines that we had to get to Dark Willow and whatever, but do we have to really kill Tara? She was so good. We're gonna keep going before I cry. And finally, someone that I think should have died instead of lived is someone in the main Pretty Little Liars cast. Like, literally all of them all live. And for a show that had people dropping like flies, I just feel like it's not super realistic for them to end up with all of them alive. You know? I feel like they could have killed off one of them. I don't really know who I'd want to die. I just feel like, do they all really need to live? Well, I've been talking for way too long, so there's that. I have no idea how I'm gonna cut this down when I'm editing this video because I don't think you want to listen to me talk for like 20 minutes. Anyways, that was the TV shows that changed my life book tag. You can tell that I'm very passionate about my TV shows considering how long that I've just spoken. Granted, if I did this for books, I would probably be talking for like 3 times as long. Let me know some of your answers to these questions in the comments below, and I will leave the lawn gnomes video down below so you can check that out as well. And that's it. Thanks for watching. Till the next video. Bye guys.